Guys, Arcane Legends really need to fix this awakening event because it has gotten worse and worse over the years. Like, too many players complaining about they spending thousands of dollars and a bunch of gold, like millions and billions of gold into the awakening event, and they're not even getting rewarded for the amount of money they're putting in. I find that so stupid. And the devs, honestly, just saying they're gonna work on it, they're trying their best to work on the event, but it's months, years going by, and I just seeing a bunch of new awakenings and they're not really making any changes to actually make the event any better or make awakening better, and it reached to the point where I'm not even gonna bother spending gold into awakening. My first issue is, why is there so many awakenings in this pool? Like, when I look at the different possible awakenings, there's so many that is unnecessary and useless to me. Like, nobody really needs 1% armor, nobody really needs like 5% boss damage. A lot of the awakenings in these pools, like for example, one decks, two decks, it have a lot of awakenings that make no sense. And I understand that you have to put a bit of bad awakenings with good awakenings, but this is too many useless awakenings. Like, I believe that you should start at least from like 5 primary starts, like 5 decks, 6 decks, 5 going up, no problem. 1 to 4, it literally makes no sense to me. Like 1% decks, that is still okay, but like 1 is like flat decks or flat strength, flat intelligence. I personally believe that some of the awakenings don't need to be in this pool, right? That is one of the major issues with this awakening right now. Is like, is so much awakenings in the pool that when you actually try to awaken, is you're spending thousands and thousands of dollars, millions of gold, and you're still not getting the awakenings you want because there's so much. Like, we literally don't need 1% speed. 1% speed not doing anything for anybody. At least start at 5%, At least start at 5% and end at 15%. That is practical. But when you start at 1%, 1 to 4% is just literally useless awakenings that can't help anybody. And that could be removed from the pool. At least half of the awakenings in these pools could be removed. Then there's cosmic damage, nature damage. Now, I understand it have certain awakenings and certain stats that would apply for certain levels, but I believe that let it apply for the level it need to be applied for. So, for example, currently my character is level 4, right? My armor is level 4. I don't understand why a level 4 is able to awaken 5 shadow damage. I can't even play at endgame map, so why am I able to awaken high level awakenings? That makes no sense to me. So that is another thing too. Certain awakenings should be scaled depending on the level of the character of the player. So if I'm level 4, I should not be getting boss damage, really. Like, I shouldn't be getting 15% boss damage. That's not really necessary at level 4. I should not be getting cosmic damage, nature damage, solar damage at level 4. I should not be getting elite damage at level 4 because none of these things are able to use at level 4. So it's basically useless awakes. I believe at level 96, level 91, at level 91, right? One deck's not gonna do anything for me at level 91. 1% armor not really gonna do anything for me. At level 91, having 1 all stats not really gonna do anything for me. At level 91, 25 armor not gonna do anything for me. So I believe if it's a lower level, like for example, level 1 to 10 should get between 25 to, like, say 150 armor. Then when you reach like level 10 to like level 30 is where you'll go to like 150 to 200 armor. Then like if you're like 30 to like 50s where you'll get like 250 to 400 armor. I think the awake should scale and change depending on the level of the player, because some of the awakenings here makes absolutely no sense. Because at level 91, right, 4% armor, because I believe you could awaken 4 to 5% armor here, right? At level 91, 5% armor. If you're running like 10k base armor, 5% of that is 500. It's way better to get a 5% armor a week than you getting 200 armor a week. I think that is absolutely nonsense. I believe at level 91 you should be able to awake something like 500 armor. What's the point of awakening 200 or 100 armor at level 91? That makes absolutely no sense. So I do believe the awakening should change depending on the level. That's another issue that should be applied to these awakening events. Another thing is guaranteed awakenings. I believe if I spend 1,000 awakes into an item, I should be able to get something good out of it. In the sense that, let's say I using an arcane item. I don't think arcane items should be able to get common awakenings. That makes absolutely no sense to me. I believe if it's an arcane item, yes, certain awakenings will give you better awakes, like the blue one will give you a good one, will give you the regular common awakenings. Then if you use the elite ones, you'll be able to get a better rarity, and then when you use the arcane ones, you'll get the best rarity. I understand that, and that is a perfect scaling system. But I also believe if I'm using like an arcane item, a mythic item, I should not be getting common awakenings. I believe arcane, at least I should be getting only rare rarity plus or epic rarity plus. Cause come on now, man, it's an arcane item. It's an arcane item. I believe if the item is a better rarity, I believe the awakenings you should be able to awaken on the item should be a better rarity as well. It only makes sense. It makes no sense you have a arcane rarity item and the awakenings you're getting is trash. That makes no sense to me. Like, look at this, 1% dex. 10% speed is good, 7% speed is good, 3 damage is good. But I don't see the point of getting like trashy awakenings on arcane items, which is considered to be one of the highest, if it is actually the highest rarity in the game. So that should also change as well. Depending on the rarity of the item, the awakening should change. Depending on the level of the player, the awakening should change. And then finally, this awakening event should have a tier reward system, because people spend thousands and thousands and thousands into weeks. And I feel like just like every other event that have a bronze, silver, gold, platinum tier, the awakening event could have it as well too. If you awaken 100 times, you reach silver tier. If you awaken 500 times, you reach gold tier. If you awaken 1,000 times or 2,000 times, you reach platinum tier. And I don't know, more like crazy rewards. So the rewards could be you just get a little extra awakenings. You probably get a small little banner with our awakening symbol on it. Simple stuff like that to reward the players, because as far as I know right now, the only thing that this awakening extravaganza brings is that you could just buy the green awakening gems, and that kind of dumb. Like, you know, you're waiting every few months just to get what, some green gems. It should be more than that. You should be rewarded for, because you're done spending your money into awakenings, and then on top of that, you mightn't even get the awakenings that you want. So you might as well add a tier system that even though I mightn't get the awakes I want, I could still get something decent, and then on top of that, I could get a few rewards for the effort that I'm putting into it.